Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Science for Everyone. Today the video is related to RNA sequencing data analysis, and the title of my today's video is Getting Starting with Linux Operating System and Understanding the Basics, Commands and Navigation. As you all know that I have started a video series related to RNA sequencing data analysis, and this is the part A of that video series. In today's video, we will discuss that how to get started with Linux operating system, understanding basic commands, understanding navigation, and at the last I will show you practical implementation of these concepts. So this video is very important for the biologist because I am also a bioinformatics student, and I know that what type of concept do a biologist need to understand Linux operating system. So basically, I will be explaining it in the context of RNA sequencing data analysis because this is the important part of it. Because most of the data that we have generated through sequencing, that is in the form of FASTQ files, will be processed through Linux operating system. Okay, so now in the upcoming videos, I will discuss that how to use sequencing data and operate it over Linux operating system. Okay, so but I was thinking that I should just explain that what is Linux operating system and what are the basics of it. So when you get known to the basics of Linux operating system, then you can easily operate your data and analyze your data. Okay, just a brief intro about the previous videos that I started from the very beginning about the workflow of RNA sequencing data analysis. I explained the sequencing. I also explained the structure and quality of sequencing file. I talk more about this, the quality of the sequencing files. Then after that, I discuss the biological databases, that how to retrieve our data of interest from it. And after that, through command line, command prompt, I show you that how to download your data. Okay, so now if you're having your data and you want to analyze it through using Linux operating system, so first of all, you should know about the basics of Linux operating system. Okay, so then you can proceed with your data, and in the part 9 and the upcoming videos, then you can easily understand that what basically this command is for and how we will use it. Okay, so for let's start with the practical. In the very beginning, I will tell you that where to get how to install your Linux operating system. I will not show you that how to install it, but I will give you a very specific link related to a video that I also watched it and learned that how to install Linux into my computer. Okay, so let's start with the video. Okay, so for installing Linux operating system into your computer, so there are many ways. Basically, most of the people when they are permanently using Linux operating system, so they just like Windows operating system, they install a new operating system onto their computer. So when they start their computer, so after that there are two options that either you want to proceed with the Windows version or you want to proceed with their Linux operating system. Okay, so this is for the users that permanently use Linux operating system. Okay, so here we are just practicing. So for just practicing, this is the video. Install Ubuntu 22 in VirtualBox. There is a VirtualBox. This is the VirtualBox, and after that, inside this VirtualBox, you have to install the Linux operating system, the Ubuntu. Okay, so then you can use it not permanently because it is a bit slow. But you can practice over it, that how to use it. Okay, so for practicing, I recommend to start with from the very beginning. Just watch this video, this one video, and after that you can just follow the step and you can install the Ubuntu onto your Linux into your computer. Okay, and then after that, when you install it, so this type of screen will appear. Now basically this is the Ubuntu, this is the Linux operating system interface. Here I will show you that how to get started with it and how to understand the basic command of it, because it is very much easy. The Linux operating system is very much interesting and easy. Basically these are the most of the biological data is processed using Linux operating system. Okay, so that's why I just started with it. So now this is the when you install, when you watch the video and you install this operating system onto your computer, then you will start it. So this type of screen will appear. You can go to the view and just click on the full screen mode. So now this is the full screen mode. Okay, so here it just look like your Windows operating system, but we are interested in the command line. Okay, because we will be dealing with sequencing data using command line. Okay, so for here you can just open in terminal. Okay, so now this is the terminal. I will also show you side by side that how it when we are applying our commands, so what happens in the graphical user interface. Okay, so then you will easily understand. Now, for example, the very first command that you want to apply is, for example, is the basically the ls command. Okay, so ls command means list. Okay, so you want to see that where are you standing, and when for example, if you are in a folder, so you want to see that what is inside that folder. For example, now I am here in the desktop screen. So in the desktop screen, what is basically there in my desktop screen, you can see this Ubuntu, bootstrap, Ubuntu, this is present. Okay, let me tell you another command, then you will again I will explain the ls command. Okay, there is another command cd. Okay, cd means change directory. Okay, so for example, you want to change your directory. For example, I want to go back. Okay, cd double dot. Cd double dot means one step back. In the Windows, we just press that backward arrow and we go one step backward. But in Linux, you have to write cd change directory and double dot, so you will go one step backward. Now you are present in Ubuntu. So for example, I am writing ls. Okay, so ls, there are these such type of folder. Now I want to show you these folder, but basically where are these folders present. Okay, so I will click on the files, and after that this is a little bit slower because you have installed another operating system over the Windows. Okay, so basically two operating systems are currently operating. So basically your processor is divided into two parts. So this is the reason that it is basically slower. Okay, now this, basically we are standing here. Okay, so we are standing here, just look here. Okay, so this Ubuntu I have underscore Ubuntu is basically this home page. Okay, so here desktop is present, document is present, downloads are present. Okay, so these are the folders. Okay, these in Ubuntu basically we just narrate folders to directory. Okay, so you can just say directory. So these are desktop directory, document directory, downloads directory, music directory. Okay, and for example, now you are standing here. So if you just write ls, so these such type of folders will appear. Okay, now you want to go in, want to just enter the download folder. Okay, you want to enter the download folder. So for in here, if I click on the download, nothing is present here. Okay, so for this I want to just say cd change directory, and I will write downloads. Okay, if I write downloads and then just write dwn and just press tab, so it will go inside it. Okay, now we will press it, and then you are inside the downloads. Okay, just look here, you are I want to check that what is basically present inside the download. So there is nothing present, so it will be an empty set. Okay, now for example, I want to make a file inside the I want to just to make another folder inside the download folder. Okay, so for that I will write make directory. So for make directory, mkdir is for making directory. And for example, I write it, for example, RNA. Okay, RNA-Seq, this is the name of my directory. Okay, so for writing RNA-Seq, I will click on enter, and after that when I just type ls, so there will be a directory known as RNA-Seq. Now let's look to this RNA-Seq. Now this was our download folder, and after that when we go inside it, so now here RNA-Seq directory is being formed. So basically mkdir is used for creating a directory. Okay, now for example, if you want to just if you want to make a text file. Okay, if you want to make a text file inside this RNA-Seq directory, and after that you want to write inside it. Okay, so for example, in Windows we just create a text document file and we write it in inside it, and after that we just save it. So but in Linux you have to do it like this. Okay, you will write cd, you want to install, or you want to install, you want to create the text file inside the RNA-Seq. So for that you will just write cd RNA-Seq, and after that you will go inside the RNA-Seq. Okay, so now this is the RNA-Seq, nothing is present here. Now you want to make a text file. Okay, and you want to write something inside it, so just write nano, and for example we will write sequencing. Okay, sequencing and .txt. So now this is our file. Now you can read inside it, you can just write and type inside it, and then you will save it. Okay, so for example, my name is Nadeem Khan, okay, and after that I want to save it, so Control S and Control X. So now it is saved. Okay, now you have created a text file known as sequencing file, sequencing.txt, and you have write my name is Nadeem Khan, and now you want to view it. Okay, but you want to view it here. Okay, so you will write just cat, and after that you will write sequencing. Okay, and txt. So after that my name is Nadeem Khan, and this file consists of a line that is basically known as my name is Nadeem Khan. Okay, if you want to do some editing into that file, so again write nano, and after that nano sequencing txt, and after that you can do some addition. Okay, for example, I will just write these such type of things. Okay, and then you will Control S and Control X. Now you want to check that what is basically inside it. So this is basically inside this file. Okay, now you have done with it, and you want to delete this file. Okay, for example, now there is a sequencing file as we have created it. Now you want to delete this file, so for that just write rm and sequencing. Okay, and rm. Okay, I want to show you that inside this RNA sequencing file there is a sequencing.txt. Okay, so I'm also want to show you in the graphical user interface. Now you want to remove or you want to delete the sequencing file, so just rm and sequencing.txt, and you remove it. Now here, just look here, inside the RNA sequencing, the folder is now empty because I have deleted it. So these are basically small basics command, because you will use it by performing data analysis. Okay, so you have to know about it, that what is basically cd, ls, nano, cat, mkdir. Okay, so that's why I'm just showing you the very basics of it. Okay, the most important thing, if you are having a file, just make a file. Okay, again we are making a file. Just we will write for example, this is the file we have created it, and Control X. Now here is the file in the name of sequencing.txt, and you want to move it. Okay, or you want to copy it to another folder. Now this is very much important. Okay, if you are for in Windows, we just copy it, and after that, after copying it, here you can also do it. Okay, but when you are doing data analysis, then you have to just rely on the code. Okay, so now the important command that I want to show is basically the copy command. For example, if you are having a file as we have created, so we have, for example, we are having sequencing.txt, and basically we want to just copy this file to another folder. So for example, if we are just For example, we will just make another directory mkdir, and if we say RNA2, for example. Okay, so inside this downloads is basically this RNA-Seq file and folder, and now we want to just copy this RNA sequencing.txt into this RNA2 folder. Okay, so for that, what we will do is basically we will start with the very basics. So for example, now I'm standing here in RNA-Seq, and I want to just transfer the sequencing.txt into RNA2. So for that, I will write cp. Okay, and after that, after cp, and I will write the sequencing file name, and after that I will write dot this type of thing, and after that I will write RNA2. And now after that, just look here, my sequencing.txt has been copied into this folder. Okay, so cp is also done like this. If we want to move it, okay, for example, I will write cd RNA2, and here is that sequencing file. I want to remove it. Okay, I want to remove it, sequencing. So now it is removed. We will see it here. Now the file is being removed. Okay, so basically now I want to move this sequencing.txt into RNA2 folder. Okay, so for that, what will I will do? Now I'm standing inside the RNA2, so I will just move outside, and after that I will just apply this command mv sequencing.txt, and I will do it like this. So that folder has been moved into the RNA2 folder. Okay, so I think you have understand the cp and the cd, the mv command. Okay, so this was all about the basics command. Basically, this was the navigation. I also explained side by side the navigation. Navigation is basically moving inside the Linux operating system without using the mouse, or without just using the graphical user interface. Okay, so for example, where are you standing? You are standing in the downloads, and RNA-Seq, you want to go outside, so just go outside here. Now you are present in the download folder. You want to just go a step back from it, so cd double dot, and now you are present here in the desktop downloads picture. You want to go to the picture, so cd pictures. Okay, and after that you will just go inside the pictures. Okay, if you want to make a directory, so mkdir, for example, Nadeem, you have made a directory. If you want to remove a directory, rm-r, and you want to just remove, so you have removed the directory. Okay, so by removing the directory, you will just write rm-r, and if you want to remove a text file, so you have to just write rm and write the text file name. Okay, so this was all about the basics of it. In the next video, I will show you that how to set your Linux operating system for data analysis. Okay, how to install the fastq, the fastp, these such type of packages, because using this the first important step for data analysis using sequencing files is the checking the quality of that files. Okay, so for that, if you want to check the quality of the files, so first you have to just prepare your Linux operating system. You have to install the important packages, but before installing the important packages, you have to set your environment, you have to set your Linux operating system, then you have to install that packages, and after that, you, with very small basic command that I have explained here, you will use these commands and you will just perform your data analysis. Okay, so I think this was important to just show you that how to start with the Linux operating system. I recommend that start practicing over it, because in the next video we will going to just, I'm going to just set my environment and start the data analysis. Okay, so thank you very much for today. A small thing, if you want to clear your area, so just write clear, and you have just cleared your area. Okay, if you want to move out of the full screen, so just click on the view and full screen mode, so you have just go out from the full screen mode. Okay, so I think this was enough for today. I explained the Linux operating system, understanding basic command. I will also explain the navigation, and side by side I show you the practical implementation, and I also show you that what happens inside the graphical user interface by using the commands. Okay, so this was all for today. If you have any question, just let me know in the comment box. I will answer you. Okay, and practice over it, because it needs a lot of practice, and after that, when you once you get known to this Linux operating system, you will enjoy it. Okay, and you will perform data analysis in a very easy way. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video. See you in the next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.